Hello, children. Today we are going to start our lesson on angles. By studying this lesson, we will learn how to identify the dynamic or static nature of an angle, how to name angles, how to measure and draw angles using the protractor, and how to classify angles based on their magnitude. You have already learnt that an angle is created when two straight line segments meet. The point at which the two straight line segments meet is known as the vertex of the angle, and the two straight line segments are known as the arms of the angle. Let us now inquire into the nature of angles. Let us first learn what is meant by the dynamic nature of an angle. See how the magnitude of the angle between the other hand and the minute hand of the clock changes with time. Now, consider this example. When you are cutting something with a pair of scissors, you can see how the magnitude of the angle between the blades of the pair of scissors changes. Consider this example also. You can see how the magnitude of the angle between the top edge of the door and the top part of the door frame changes when the door is opened or closed. In all three cases, you can see that the magnitude of the angle between the two arms changes when one or both arms of the angle rotates. We call this the dynamic nature of the angle. Now, let us try to understand what is meant by the static nature of an angle. Consider the angles that can be observed at various locations of this house. Now, look at the angle between the edges of a cover of this book. Look at this also. Consider the angles between the adjacent spokes of a wheel. Notice that the magnitude of the angle between two adjacent spokes of the wheel does not change even when the wheel is rotating. You can see that the magnitude of each of these angles does not change. The fact that the magnitude of an angle remains constant is known as the static nature of the angle. Now, let us learn how to name an angle. Here you can see how two angles are formed when the line segments AB and BC meet. The magnitude of the angle indicated in red is less than that of a straight angle, i.e., less than the magnitude of two right angles. The angle in red is known as the angle ABC. We can write this angle in this manner. Here the letter in the middle is the letter at the vertex of the angle. The angle is named by writing the other two letters on either side of the vertex letter. Since the magnitude of the angle in green is greater than that of a straight angle, it is a reflex angle. We write it as indicated as reflex angle ABC or reflex angle CBA. Now, let us learn how to draw and measure angles using a protractor.